Okay.
Wow. We're back.
Season 2?
Episode
1. Like, 2021, we started the Haux Podcast. 2022, we're elevating the Haux Podcast.
To another level.
Okay?
Another level. New year, new us.
Same old us. But, but just better.
Exactly.
Better than ever. Just trying to set this up. Look at us having technical difficulties already.
It's like episode 1 all over again. First off, New Year. I just want to get some things happen at the end of 2021. Some things did happen.
Some things happened.
A lot of things
happened. And I feel like certain things we need to leave in 2021.
Oh, okay.
They're coming into 2022 and we need to leave them.
Okay.
For one, men with podcasts.
Yeah.
Men with podcasts, it should be forbidden unless you're just talk. You know what? Talk about building. Talk about your men's stuff.
Sports.
I don't know, like other things. Stop being in women's business. Stop thinking you're an alpha male. Like,
if you're an alpha male,
number one, if you're saying alpha male,
you're already written off.
Yeah,
I'm about to be meninist. I'm about to be a meninist right now. Men's rights, guys. I love men. I think all men should have. I'm like, I get it. Like, obviously, all the stuff that, like, all the clips that go like viral of podcasts, it's like the negative things. And some of these podcasts are like, it's giving incel energy. It's giving like, but I'm not going to say, I'm not on that side because look, people could say that about women. They could say that about us. We have a podcast.
Of course. Talk about what you want to talk about. But there is a difference.
I know there's a difference, but
it's so disgusting. It's just like, look, I'm not talking about like, I don't know, like when I say men ain't shit, because I've dealt with some shit men, but then it's like, oh, just because you couldn't get the girl that you got, now it's like, oh my god, poor me, all men or women are whores and this and that. If you have a body, number one, if you're talking about a body count and you're over 25, like,
let's lower that age. If you're over 21,
20, like, and you're still talking about like body count, like, well, who are you? Just say you don't get no pussy and like just call it a day.
Literally, please.
Like, I'll be damned if my nigga comes like, oh, my body count 1. Nigga, you mean you tell me you ain't got no pussy? You ain't get no pussy on these streets?
The body count conversation.
Goodbye.
Like, I'm not trying to expose anybody. It's useless. Because girls already feel like it's a trick when you be asking us that question. So there's some mathematics involved in that when girls answer the question. There's a little subtraction, a little division, a little...
Look, each nigga get a different count, so at this point, I don't even know.
It started again this year, that's all I know. Fresh. New body. You ain't me, you fuck the new body. Like,
you ain't fuck me, you fuck the old body last year, but...
Exactly.
But no, seriously, like, it's so annoying. Like, oh my gosh, I'd be damned. Like, come on, my nigga better be getting some hoes on you. You mean to tell me no bitches want you?
Yeah,
I don't know about that, sir. I don't know about that, sir.
And it's a little weird if you're like 30 plus and you're like wanting to go to have a low. I'm like, a low. So you want like an inexperienced? So you mean you want someone who's not done anything? So you want to like my brain starts going like you're taking advantage. You want someone
they don't know what they're doing. So then it's like they want the low body. If that's the case, because I don't know, y'all need to defend yourselves because the way y'all moving,
it doesn't make sense.
The calculated ain't calculated, and then the math ain't mathing, and it ain't adding up.
It is not.
Speaking like that, something that
What's another thing?
Okay, so this happened in 2021 again. The whole new slang and how everyone's talking Tik Tok language is the new.
If I could roll my eyes back more, I would, because there's no such thing.
So, Chunks, who's a UK influencer, got dragged to filth online.
He did.
And people were like, obviously the men were coming to his defense, but like the girls were dragging him because he was mostly because he was kind of dragging girls a little bit, and how like UK girls are starting to talk like American girls or whatever, and have like the
It's this for me.
It's giving and all that stuff. And he was like, I can't stand that or whatever. But then I'm just thinking, I'm like, do people not know the evolution of just slang in general, or just it's not even TikTok language, it's just slang. I feel like every generation had their thing of just say you're getting old and you don't know what it means. Like right now, pushing P. You know what? Honestly,
I can't speak up pushing P because I do that.
I know you. Okay, it's like you don't like it, whatever. But everyone's
I'm not hating like him.
Everyone's all like, "What is pushing P? What is pushing P? Blah blah blah." Just say you can't read, because honestly, use context clues and
just say you're not pushing P. If you don't know what pushing P.
Like just say you ain't P.
Literally,
because
Alex ain't P.
This podcast is P. This podcast is P. But like, just say, like, literally, people who are on the internet saying they don't understand what pushing P means. I'm like, so you don't understand context clues? Well, you can't decipher.
Like, I mean, I'm being dramatic, but a certain group of people always says stuff like that. Like, I don't know what this means. I don't know what that means. Well, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe we should be gatekeeping.
They're like, no. I've been seeing like black people.
I know. I feel like
and
sometimes
it's just like older, and it's like people my age.
It's like one in the same. Like, it's like Chunks being like, "Oh, I don't like when girls talk like this." Well, first of all, in that video, you were using slang like throughout the whole video, your own slang that every guy uses. Do we have to be like, I hate when guys call me gal? Like, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
It's slang. Like,
sometimes I feel like people just want to be like contrarian. So they're like, what's pushing P? I don't like when people say it's not giving.
Exactly.
Well, the girls that get it. And obviously you don't get it. Like, just
the girls that get it.
We lost about all of our guy listeners now.
gorgeous girls.
Exactly.
Listen to the whole podcast. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
But yeah, like, stuff like that annoys me. It's just like, oh, shut up.
It's so dumb.
Like, shut up. You don't understand how things have evolved just because you're not in the demographic, the age demographic or anything like that. Like, I don't know. That it's the same thing with the whole like hip hop debate when people are always like, oh, I don't get these new age rappers. I don't get these new age people. Like, maybe you're not supposed to fucking get it.
Maybe you're not. Like if you don't get it, then that means maybe
you don't get it. That's not for your age
not
group.
Into it.
That's not for. But all I know is I'm not one of y'all.
Don't play with her. She's not one of them.
I'm not one of y'all. Okay. Like, I feel like I will be that cool. I'm gonna be that cool auntie, that cool mom. I'm gonna get it. Always get it. Okay.
You definitely will be the cool auntie because you don't want no kids. So you're gonna be the cool auntie.
You know, have I changed my mind?
Oh, no, that's something in 2022.
Okay, look. No. I don't want them anytime soon. The thing is, I would want them for selfish reasons. I know that for sure. I just want them me. I feel like I just feel like my beauty should be duplicated. Like, honestly, it needs to be.
Okay.
But like, I will freeze and save my eggs, and maybe like when I'm 40, get somebody to insert it. By then there'll be technology where it's like your baby's cooking somewhere else and not in this oven.
Your baby's preheating, and then
put it in the oven for 350 degrees, 2 minutes, 250, whatever. And pop goes a new one. That's what I'm trying to do.
At this point, that is probably when I'm gonna be having kids. At the route things are going, it's not looking great for me.
Things in 2021 that happened was Christmas.
And,
and so I couldn't give you my gift earlier before.
Ooh.
So I decided I'm gonna give you a new Haux Podcast. You can't even see the shimmer.
Oh my god.
But like the Haux Podcast.
Wait, it's so cute.
Tumblr. So now we can be cute together. We can be
Haux.
The Haux Podcast.
Wow, this is. I want to cry. Like, I literally could cry.
The Haux Podcast.
It's sparkly.
We have our own Tumblr. We're cute.
Okay, now we have to. We need like a segment where we're like
just drinking.
Wow.
You can get yours soon. Coming to the Haux Podcast store.
2022, we're leveling up. And
another thing, because these all happen, I feel like, at the end of the year, and they were just big topics that we couldn't get to talk about, and I really wanted to discuss it.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
The whole concept of we have the same 24 hours.
Molly May.
She's probably like, these bitches dragging my name again.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole concept of the same. Do you believe
basically,
that?
we should lay it out for some of the girls who don't know who Molly May is, because there's people out there who don't.
I feel like she's a little universal now, but like people may not know her where she's from, like Love Island, but they know, like, they see her page like all the time on Instagram. Because I'll see people that I would not think that watch Love Island like her pictures.
Okay. They probably think just know her, like you said,
just like an
the Pretty Little
influencer,
Thing girl or whatever.
So
isn't she the The creative director or something?
One of the creative directors, yeah. Interesting. So essentially, she basically, in layman's like short term sort of thing, just to make it shorter, she said that we all have the same 24 hours in the day. Like, what's stopping you from basically achieving what she's achieved, essentially, or like Beyonce
being the greatest you can be.
She's just like, everyone has the same 24 hours essentially, and that's all she pretty much said. Now, I didn't watch it the whole thing. All I saw was that clip. Like, I didn't watch. Do you think it was like a context thing, or was? So the thing is, I think it was the podcast she was on in general. Yeah. Was a financial sort of like, one of those podcasts. Okay, it was one of those like rise and grind things. So she probably really thought she ate with that comment. Thought she was spitting. She thought she was like, bars.
Everybody has the same 24 hours.
She was just like, Beyonce, I work hard. But then she went on to say, like, basically, like, no matter whatever goal I reach, I always want more. I want more. She's like, I made $1 million and now I want 2 million. Yeah. I've done it, like, all this stuff. And it's just like, okay, girl. Like, but you forgot to like explain that you are a white woman. You already had some influence and following, and it's easier to get that sort of following when you look the way that you look.
Exactly.
Number 3, you were on a highly like watched show, especially one of the highest grossing seasons, I'm sure, of their season. So you have to realize that's also another thing. Look who you're dating. Yep. Like, and I'm not saying that he like contributed to her like success at all, like, but I'm saying them, like his name as well and how it was on that show. Yeah, because it was like a big thing, like, oh, Tommy Fury's on the show and stuff like that. So that's right.
Yeah. Okay. The other, I don't know the other one's name. Wait. Yes, it is. Yes, okay. It is. Tyson is the brother. Yeah.
So then it was like a big deal, and then for you to end up with him, it was like a cute thing. So you literally didn't really have that much, like, you already were on a pedestal to begin with on that. So that propelled you to those spaces. And literally,
even disregarding all of that, it's not true when people say that. Like, we all have the same 24 hours as Beyonce. We don't. There are 24 hours in a day, but she has different things that help her get to, you know what? Let me go back to Money Bay, because I'm not going to be done with Beyonce. No,
but for real, like, and even then, even it's just like, where Beyonce started from or whatever, a lot of people didn't even have the luxury of having parents who could even push you or
pour their energy into your dreams
you in that space. So you can't say that we have the same 24 hours in a day. You can't say that we can all achieve every height. Like, yeah, it's nice to say, like, yeah, when your kid comes up to you and basically says, like, if I can be president, like, yeah, you can. And like, we want that for everyone to be like, this is your dream, you can pursue it. But the reality of it is, it's going to be harder for you to achieve that. And you can't say that it's going to be just as easy, or you have the same opportunities that
as someone who's like born into a family.
Yeah, that this guy has connections or this money person has. But I don't know. I think it was context. I think she was really trying to just like spit that, like, or whatever, because it's the audience of the podcast. It kind of
it makes like, sense. She thought she was reaching
just that audience,
because I feel like if she was on a different show, maybe she might have still said it, but like the host might have been like, yeah, that's true, but like maybe I can't think of the word, like combated her.
Exactly, like said something like, oh, well, don't you think like people do this and that or whatever. But I think it's just that guy that she was on a podcast with. It's like, he probably thought she ate too. He was like, this bitch eating. So I think that's...
But did you see that clip? It was like, I'm pretty sure this happened before, where she was like visiting some factory. Oh, and someone was like, yeah, we work 12-hour days. She was like, she like made a face, and I'm like, oh no, so everybody doesn't have the same 24 hours, because once you get off work, you're tired. Like, it's so hard if you have a job and then your dream is not in that field, and you have to like make it your second job. Like
even this, like, this is, I wish I could pour like 24 hours a day, whatever, like 12 hours a day to this and stuff like that. But I have to actually work. Yeah, I can't. I don't have the luxury of just putting everything into this. So I hate when people think that way, or say like, oh, it can be done. But it's just like, sometimes it can't.
Sometimes it can't, and it's like sometimes it,
like sometimes if
cost? Like you're gonna burn out. Like when you, I kind of hate that like grind all the time, grind 24/7. You can rest later. I'm like, rest later when I die? When I die after all the grinding? Like, no. Like, literally, obviously, like, have ambition, do things, but don't push yourself to a level where
overexert yourself.
Exactly.
And then you become miserable and you can't even enjoy the fruits of your labor.
That's definitely something I feel like people have started to realize during the pandemic, because it's like, we've realized, hey, I've been putting my all into this like job or this thing that doesn't even
they don't give a fuck about you.
They don't care. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna do me.
Literally, and they don't give a fuck.
Do not.
So do what you want to do, but know that you may have to work harder than the other person.
Know the reality.
And I think what she does, like, that's such a like white woman's mentality.
It really is.
Because Black people, we are always like told, okay, well, you have to work harder than this person. So I think everyone already knows that we have, like, I don't know, we've already grown up knowing that we had to work 10 times harder. And then for them to be like, oh, we can all do this. We can all do this. Like, social media is here. Like, it's so easy to make money nowadays. It's like, is it?
I didn't even think about that either. It's like kind of interesting because I've heard like the Black girls who go on Love Island and they come out and they have their social media careers. They've discussed how they don't get paid the same amount.
And they don't even get the same following.
They don't get the same following.
Have you seen like Faye's Instagram following compared to even Liberty's, to compare to even Kaz and stuff like that? And it's like all these white girls that come from these shows, like they instantly get the millions and millions of followers, even though they were like horrible on the show.
Faye, to this day, I'm like,
to this day I can't stand her.
I really can't.
But we're not gonna drag
let's
her.
not, because I could talk forever.
But then it's like Kaz, who was like amazing on the show, like literally throughout the whole season, everybody would come on and say how much they loved her. Like every guest who would come on, like they would say how much they loved her, and it's like she still doesn't have that following that, like, it's, I think now she's like reaching a little bit, but it's like, come on. I don't know, shit like that, it's like annoying. And you see that all the time with every single television show.
Every single show, every single country, like everywhere. It's just
like the Black girls like hold these shows on their backs. And the men too.
I mean, I'm saying like the men don't get as much following either. Yeah. Like they definitely don't.
And it's like they carry half the show, like half the stuff. The reason why you even watch it or like it is because of them. Yeah. And then they don't get the recognition. So yeah. We don't have the same 24 hours in a day, Molly May. I just want to let you know that. You probably already realized that from being dragged all the time, but yeah. But I do think that like people, on the contrary, just to like play devil's advocate as well, I think that it's like, I don't know, like it's a good message, because like at the same time, like there are people who like need that push or whatever, and when they hear shit like that, they're probably like, yeah, we do, whatever. And it's like, I don't know, it's nice to always hear that, like, I guess you can be the president when you're a kid and stuff. You can be that astronaut. So, I don't know, give them hope and stuff like that. But I think in the future, I think she will definitely realize, like, maybe I should think about this. Or she just won't say anything anymore. But, like, I think the way people dragged her, I think is annoying. And, like, I hate that.
I think that's why I'm saying, like, or she won't. Because people go so hard, like...
Yeah.
It makes no sense because we basically did that. But I'm just saying, like, on social media, you're getting it from every single angle. It makes it hard to want to learn and listen.
But it's like people were coming for her in the sense of, like, not even, like, saying, like, oh, this is wrong. They're just like, bitch, we ain't got the same 24 hours. Fuck you. You like, y'all, like, to, I don't know. I feel like it takes so much more work to text out a message and stuff like that, because you can easily like say something on a podcast and just like word vomit, but then like to actually text it, like, and sit there and go on Twitter and go like go on their page, if you don't already follow them already, comment that ain't P. I want P to blow up.
It is.
I know, but I'm saying, like, I want people to use it for a long time.
I don't know if we can guarantee that, but
I like that.
We could see it. I could see it.
I like it. Yeah. I mean, people don't like it, but I like it.
Hey, it could be the new YOLO. Y'all remember YOLO, am I right?
YOLO. I hated YOLO, actually.
Did you? From the moment it happened, you hated it. I feel like there's always a short period where everyone's like, oh, and then it's like, oh, okay, I'm over it. But
I think like I said YOLO just to like, because like everyone was saying, but I hated it though.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like I hated it.
It probably will be like that. I feel like it's just going to be something that people talk about for a while and then it slowly.
But I just like never said that I hate. I just like it was in to say. Yeah. But I like Pusha P.
Yeah.
Pusha P. I like the song. The song. I like the song right now. But like. I like when I see it.
The emoji.
Yeah, like I just like when I see it. I just like when Gunna says like, that ain't P. I like Young Thug like, Alex, you ain't P.
You ain't P.
Yeah, TikTok has taken over my life though.
Yeah, me too. I can't even front like it hasn't. Yeah,
like I can't escape TikTok mannerisms.
I can't.
And I feel like my whole like humor is surrounded by TikTok. Like anytime I'm talking to somebody and they don't instantly get what I'm trying to reference to, I'm like,
I feel like sometimes I don't even try. Like I used to be like Twitter. I feel like Twitter was more like, it's just like in general like comedy and jokes. Like people like, get it.
I would understand like if people didn't get like Twitter things, because Twitter is like,
it's really similar though. There's some people who aren't on TikTok,
but in a way, Twitter is so different that it's like so obscure that I'm just like, okay, I understand if you don't get it. But
yeah, like, but the things that are on Twitter will be on Instagram. The thing is
with TikTok, sometimes it's like it can be on Instagram and you can get like see the same reel, but like maybe like weeks, like hours later, or like whatever.
That's the same thing with Twitter though. But I mean, some of it you are right about. Some of it you are right. Because like Twitter,
you can't like
you can't just post an image and everybody will get it.
But or it's like like one image and then you're trying to describe that image in person. Like no, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But like a TikTok sound, you can be like about, and if somebody gets it, like they gets it.
Because if you miss like 2 days on Twitter, you'd be like, what is this? What are we talking about? What is this?
Literally,
yeah. True.
But like. Yeah, you can't explain a picture to somebody or like why this is going viral on Twitter, but you can explain like
that's like the Nancy Reagan thing. Like imagine having to explain that to somebody who's not on Twitter. Like people right now are like, "What? I'm not on Twitter."
You don't get it. You don't get it.
You don't get it.
But yeah, basically Nancy Reagan was blowing out the whole.
Back in the day, she was the throat goat. She was Superhead. She was
the throat goblin, the glizzy goblin.
Look, 3000. Oh God, that was a funny.
Where was she giving it? She was giving it in the MGM Grand parking lot. But yeah, honestly, with this New Year, I know you were saying that you were turning into a minimalist and stuff like that. Like
I was joking.
Okay, well, I really wanna like. I'm over feminism sometimes.
I never was in it. I don't like you hoes.
But no, why am I siding with Christian Walker? Is that his name?
Sorry, I wasn't expecting that.
But not only Christian Walker's like videos that he recently posted, like, guys, like we need the manly muscle men. Like what does he say? But like literally, I'm watching these old movies. Like these old school movies, I'm like, oh my gosh, I miss movies like this. Like John Tucker Must Die.
Oh yeah,
like stuff like that. Like where is that genre? Bring back that genre.
First of all, rom-coms are dead. Like I haven't seen a good rom-com in a long time. I can't think of one.
Yeah, I can't either.
Like I saw someone say like I haven't like laughed or really enjoyed one since Girls Trip, and I'm like, that's kind of.
Has there been a rom-com?
There has, but it hasn't done numbers. Yeah. I can't think.
And I'm just like, I miss these types of movies. Like, who gave Susan B. Anthony the thought to think that I want to be working, I want to have the same hours as these men? No, okay, no.
Bring back the real men
who just want me to be at home.
Throw away the mics and pick up an axe, nigga. What the fuck? Like what?
It's because they all started podcasts. We gotta fend for ourselves out here in these streets.
Like no.
Like honestly, like I'm over it. I'm over working. Like
I am over it.
Like who says this? Like I believe in. Look,
you're a traditional.
We're not equal. I don't want to take. Look, we're not equal. I don't want to.
She doesn't want to vote. She said, "Take away the rights."
Look, there's some things that I feel like, you know, the 1950s had it right, and
explain.
One of those things is
explain, Black Queen. What are you talking
about? Without race. But the thought is, men should be working.
Yes,
I should be at home relaxing.
Okay.
Second, yeah.
That's it. That's all she got. That's all this whole got.
No.
No, I get what you're saying.
There's just so much. Like,
men aren't chivalrous anymore. It doesn't
exactly. Like I don't
like called being a simp now.
Right now, I don't want to take out the trash on my own. Okay.
No.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do hard labor.
I don't want to know what a lawnmower looks like.
Ooh,
like I've never touched one. I never will. But I'm just saying,
I would die.
No,
if I had to fend for myself. And when I got to the mowing the lawn part, I would literally die.
No,
hire someone immediately.
Yeah,
hire the men. Hire the men.
No,
like building stuff,
car stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Why do I need to rotate my tires? They rotate as I'm driving. Like, no.
Like, who cares if it's
vegetable oil? Does that work for changing your oil? Like
synthetic oil? I don't know. It's a weave? Like, no. Like, no. I'm over it. Like, I don't want to have to learn about these things.
No, I don't either.
It's so gross.
It is. It is.
Like, forget women's rights.
I'm not quite there yet, but yeah.
Like, honestly, like, I'm just over it. I want to be a housewife. I'm
ready for that.
Like, I want that lifestyle to be the norm again.
I want that to be
because men are talking about splitting rent, we're splitting bills, doing all this, and I'm just like, no. If I'm
the thing about that is like men, they want their cake and they want to eat it too. Ooh. You want to be splitting stuff, but I'm supposed to, like, every night I'm supposed to be cooking for you too. I'm supposed to be doing this. I'm supposed to be doing that. No. You got to choose what you want.
Do you want a housewife or do you want somebody to split the bill? Do you want a breadwinner here?
Like,
because if you want breadwinning Ashley, you're not going to get cooking Ashley all the time. That's all I'm saying.
Like,
that's all I'm saying.
Make up your mind.
Do you want Susan B. Anthony in this household?
Like, no.
All right. Pick and choose.
Make up your mind.
But honestly, I choose being in the house. I don't like.
I definitely want that to be most like my lifestyle.
Like I want to be like.
I want to have my own thing. Like I want to work a little
like
bit.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, but then it's like
if you want to be a stay-at-home wife. Talking about mom.
Yeah, that too. Whatever.
She's like, I just go be in the house.
I just want to be in the house. I just want to the most that I have to worry about is whether or not like this Fendi bag is like sold out. Like that's what I live for. That's what I live for. Like I want to go to the grocery store. John knows my name, the grocery bagger. Yep. I'm cool. I come in here for just.
Go to the country club, play your little tennis.
I just come here for appearances, okay? Like I don't want to have to wake up at 7 a.m. to go to work. No. To work for the white man.
No. Or any man at that. Or any man. But especially the white man. You know what we need?
What?
Bring back the draft.
No, honestly.
These niggas need to be overseas.
Get them out of here.
Get out. Wait, actually, that doesn't really make sense because then we would be working, but just get them out. Somehow get them out of the house. Like,
no, yeah, find a way.
Find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Because
like,
this ain't it.
For real, they got too much time on their hands. That's why they Look.
The math is mathing.
Now it's coming into, now I see it. Ladies, it's because of... Now that we have more rights, now these men feel like they can just sit on their asses and start podcasts. And
women, they can do what they want. I'm gonna sit on my ass
and not build and not be the breadwinner to give us the lifestyle that we want. This is what our founding mothers. Okay, our founding mothers were living just at home. Okay, they weren't talking about splitting bills.
That wasn't even a thing.
That wasn't their biggest debate.
They're like, what's a bill? I don't know. My husband's name Bill. I don't know a bill. I'm not familiar with that. No.
They're like, what? Who pays the light bill? Who pays the... Nobody cares. Okay. No. They were like, that all goes to him. Jim Bob has it.
Exactly.
Like, I don't want to see a bill. Okay. No. Just like how I don't see a check when they come in, when you're at dinner. I don't want to see a bill.
No.
Okay. Bring back those type of men.
Yeah. Christian Walker, you're right. Bring back manly men.
Bring it back.
Yes.
Okay. Sexism is alive here.
Well, yeah, it is.
Sexism is alive on this podcast. Okay. Bring back the manly men. Bring back 2022 petition. Bring back the Family Men. Stop Men's Podcast. Stop.
We need to go to YouTube headquarters.
Yes. I'm just fantasizing about that life.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I feel like, again, before we got on that topic of just like leaving feminism, I miss good movies. Yes. Like, I've been watching some old school movies. Like, I watched Bringing Down the House.
Oh my God, that was like my favorite movie.
It's such a good movie. Like, that genre of like movies. I feel like nobody makes those. Like, I don't know what made the
woke liberal left.
You're
cancel
right.
Culture, like, you can't make those type of movies anymore. Culture. You can't. I think we're gonna come back though. I think we are.
You think we're gonna?
Because first of all, I don't even really believe in cancel culture.
I think I think everything is such a try hard to be like, you know, like
politically correct.
Yeah, and like right now the whole debate about like the James Bond and stuff like that. Like like the whole thing about it being now I feel like they're gonna go out their way to try and cast
it's gonna be a
black
lesbian woman. Whoa! Did we see her reaction? Liberals get her. She's disgusted. No, I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're there yet.
No, I think they're gonna make
really.
I think they're purposely going to make him black.
Well, I don't even care. That's not a big deal to me.
No, but like I'm saying, like things like that, it just seems so forced. Like at this point,
I don't like it being
like
forced,
at this point, like I don't want it. Number one, I don't even care if James Bond is black or white.
I just want him to be fine.
To begin with, I don't care. Second, it's just like now if he's black, if the next James Bond is black, like it's so forced that he's black.
Yeah,
so forced. Like I like things like that. That's what makes me mad. I just
a lot of times with stuff like that, it's like
everything.
It might be brought up by a black person, like, oh, it'd be cool to have a black James Bond, and then it gets like co-opted by like. I don't even know what group. I'm not going to say liberals, whatever. They're like, yeah, we need this. And then it just goes so hard when we were just like, it'd be cool if it was black. Like, we're not like petitioning. We're not like, how dare you? Like, it's just like, it'd be cool. And then if he was, we'd be like, oh, that's awesome. But it's not like.
I'm trying to figure out, are black people starting these petitions, like the petition that you ever see, like for the next black. I feel like black people are not doing that.
No.
Like, black people are not going and making petitions. Like, we don't have that type of time on our hands.
We don't care that much.
I feel like so I feel like who's making this, these are white people in like a black profile picture.
digital
blackface, and then they're like starting these petitions and starting this like uproar. I feel like it's not even that big of a deal.
It
like
isn't.
Nobody in the black community is sitting there talking about this James Bond.
No,
I don't even think black people really even watch. Who was the last James Bond? Daniel Craig or what's his name?
I think guys do. No. Okay.
When because when I
know what you're saying though.
The 007 was Halle Berry was in one of the 007.
Yes, that was my favorite Bond. He was my favorite.
That
Bond.
was the era when niggas was watching James Bond.
Because Halle Berry was in the movie.
Niggas was not watching this James Bond. I'm telling you, the niggas was not watching this James Bond.
Let's do a poll. Niggas, were you watching this James Bond?
Do you even know about this James Bond?
Do you know?
Do you even know what he's been up to? What country he's been in? All right, who he was fighting? I bet you don't even know. Niggas was not watching this James Bond.
I think you could be wrong about that.
I think I'm right.
Okay.
The niggas in the barbershop who was watching the Halle Berry 007, that nigga, I know what he looks like. I just don't know his name. He had that silver gray, like, he had grayish.
His name is Pierce Brosnan.
He was fine.
That's big.
Anyway.
Yes.
Him. Niggas knew about him.
About that,
okay?
Though, yeah.
Niggas was watching 007 when that was on there. Niggas is not watching this type of 007 that just passed right now, okay? I'm telling you, they wasn't.
We'll see. I actually want to do a poll. I'm going to see. If you're black, pay attention. If you're white, go away.
This ain't for you. You ain't
back of the bus.
You ain't one of them niggas, okay? But like literally, I don't think it's as big. And I don't know.
The movies are so different now. I think, not to be that type of person, but the Marvel era changed the way movies are.
Yeah.
I feel like so many people are trying to make either like, what do you call it, trilogies, or like, what do you call them, like multiple movies, and it's like not everything has to have a 1, a 2, or 3.
Yeah.
Or they're trying to like blow the box office out, and I'm like, just make a good movie. Like, you should be worried about a good movie, not how many people are gonna buy it, not if we can do a 2 or 3 or a prequel, or just make a good movie. Like, that's it.
Yeah. And I think at the time when you could see that they're trying to do like make sequels and stuff like that, it just seems so forced when they get to the second one. Because
and the remakes, like, we've seen Fresh Prince before. We don't need. I mean, I didn't look at that. I heard it might be good, but still, I'm like, I'm tired of that stuff. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see it. I can't.
I don't want to see that. I do appreciate some remakes.
Yeah, some, but it's like, does everything need a remake? Because that's what's happening.
I feel like something that's known for remakes, such as like Degrassi right now. They're about to have a remake.
Exactly.
Degrassi is known for a remake. Like, they literally, the most popular part of their show was a remake of their older show. So I feel like I wouldn't care if like that was remade. It just like wouldn't be probably for my audience like now. Like, I wouldn't watch it now. Or like certain remakes of like what's it called? What's that movie that just came out with LeBron James?
Oh, Space Jam?
Space Jam.
Yeah.
Okay. That, I can almost agree to remakes like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it was so long ago, and it's like my generation or people who've grown up watching it, they wouldn't even see it as like I don't think it's a remake, essentially. I think it's just a...
Yes, that's what you're saying.
I feel like it's a new movie just for like newer kids. Like, that's it. Like, these new age kids, like, this is just a movie for the kids, you know, something light for the kids. But like, that's it. I don't think it's anything bad. It's just like, I hate when people who are, you know, obviously grew up watching the original are like slamming it and like, oh my god, this ain't as good as this one.
Well, it's not for you. It's for the kids.
It's like, light for the kids, baby.
Literally. 45 talking about, I need the old Space Jam.
No. People just don't know what is for them and isn't for them. I feel like people want everything to be catered to their like audience, to them and whatever. Yes. And it's like, there's somebody who's watching it, but I can tell you this for sure: niggas was not watching this new James Bond.
What?
I'm just trying to think what niggas is watching.
Like, lately? What do you mean? Like, what's the new?
Like, what's the movie that like everybody's like all like black people are like always like, you know, you gonna see a bunch of niggas in the movie theaters.
I don't even know.
I feel like every Jordan Peele movie.
True. Yeah.
But then I don't think beside that there's like anything else. Like, there hasn't been a good like black film, if you know what I'm talking about. Like,
there has, but
recently.
No,
like,
not recently.
I'm like there has, but like recently.
Like, I'm trying to think of the last one. What was after Black Panther? What was after Black Panther? Like, what movie? You know what I mean? That's the last one I can think of. And
I don't even think, you know what? In my honest opinion, Black Panther.
Here we go.
Drag me if you want. Black Panther wasn't a black film to me.
Okay, Dr. Umar. But that's a lie, though. Like, come on. Look, there were so many black people who went to see that movie.
Yes. Okay,
I get what you're saying, though. I understand
what you're saying, but it wasn't my quintessential black film for me.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it was a film with a lot of niggas in it.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
Like, it was nice to see niggas in Marvel movies.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Was it a black film?
I don't know.
Like, even that. Like, I don't know. It was just like,
I get what you're saying, but
it's a film.
I'm just saying, like, with what you're saying, that's I don't know if Get Out was after that.
Because really, would it be right if they had white people going Wakanda forever and like being up in that? Like, would it have been right? Like, it would have looked weird, so they had to have niggas do it.
No. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But like, I'm saying, like, because when I think of like, okay, I'm saying like, when I think of Barbershop or something like that.
Yeah.
Or that era, like, when did Barbershop come out? 2004?
I guess. I think it's like early 2000s, yeah. But,
okay, well, say if it came out 2004, 2005, whatever. Barbershop came out. We had movies like...
Barbershop 2.
Barbershop 2 came out a little later, but like...
Barbershop 2.
But then I'm saying, like, and then we had, fucking, what other movies? I'm talking about, like... Oh my god!
I know what you mean.
My head. Okay, like Best Man, stuff like that.
Yes.
Like Juice. We had like like, and even those were like way earlier. But I'm saying, like, imagine like those are like quintessential nigga films.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
Black
know
Card happened. Being revoked sometimes if you haven't even watched like at least.
Let's not get into that, but yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I don't. If somebody told me that they didn't watch Black Panther, I'd be like, okay, whatever, you didn't watch Black Panther, because you could just not be into Marvel movies.
Yeah, but
it's like, I don't know. There's not too many niggas that I know that have not watched certain Black films.
Yeah. That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that is true.
I just don't know.
That is not like an experience I feel like that the kids have anymore. Yeah. It's like, I don't think it's, I don't know. I'm not, like, now I'm not it's a kid just anymore. Like, they're not like, you're not Black if you haven't seen Get Out. That's not a thing. It's not really a thing. Like,
I think that is a thing.
You think that's on the Black part?
I think every Black person has seen Get Out.
Okay, I was just throwing it out there, but Black Panther, you were right about that. Yeah.
Like, I think I feel like every Black person's seen Get Out.
Dude, what if there's like one movie that we're like completely forgetting and everyone's like, yeah, but I don't think there is.
No, there isn't. There isn't. I'm Wakanda.
That's what I heard.
I love a good nigga film.
Yeah. Same with TV shows. Like, I think maybe we take for granted or we don't really love like the shows that come out now. There are some, but like, no, the golden age of Black family television is gone. People,
and I don't know if it is, again, going back to cancel culture and all that stuff, but like, I feel like it's so forced to have like an inclusive Black family.
Blackish is so forced. Like, that type is just forced. Grownish, all the issues.
I'm not even talking about Blackish. I'm just saying, like,
but it is. That's like a forced show.
But I'm saying like other, like, just shows in general, like movies, just to have to like, okay. Like, you know, the little quintessential light-skinned girl with the curly hair.
Yes.
Got a dark-skinned brother.
Yes.
And then got a light-skinned mama and maybe a dark-skinned dad, but possibly most likely light-skinned dad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying, like, they'll have that set of family or whatever. And I'm just saying, I feel like that's so forced back in the day when you would see, like, just the Jeffersons, just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just Black people. Like, it wasn't that mold of having a light-skinned daughter, making sure you had the dark-skinned son, making sure you had a picture that looks good of Black people, instead of just like having niggas on the show.
Yeah.
And having niggas talk about just bullshit.
Nigga shit.
Yes. Yeah. Like, I'm talking about like the Jamie Foxx show.
Yeah. I love that show.
Like, shit like that. Like, My Wife and Kids just being
We're losing
funny.
the recipes.
Even though My Wife and Kid, they had the light-skinned kids, but they were funny.
They were.
Like, there was some funny light-skinned kids.
They were, yeah.
Like, it just wasn't, like, I don't know, like,
it's not the same.
Yeah.
It isn't the same.
Like, that shit was just funny. And I feel like it wasn't forced. Like, people just had a show because they had a show and it was a good show.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac show. Like,
classic.
All niggas, okay? Not one light-skinned bitch in sight.
Really? It wasn't. It was like brown skin and dark skin on that show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's like pulling teeth just to find a dark-skinned daughter.
That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
They can
have a book that will say she was dark as night, and the girl gonna be Yara Shahidi or whatever. Like, every time.
No, so they actually remade The Wonder Years.
Oh yeah, okay.
And they have it on Hulu, and so I only watch shows on. I don't watch like shows on live or whatever. So I've been watching.
You watch that?
Yeah, I've been watching.
Is it good?
I started the first episode after like Abbott Elementary, which
that's a good show.
That is a good show.
That is a good show. We'll give them props.
Speaking of Quinta, and like, I've been reading her book, and it's so amazing. I love that book too.
I need to get on my reading
recommendations. If you guys want a book to read Quinta Brunson's book. It's called She Means Well.
Oh yeah.
It's really good. It's really good, and it's like, 20% pictures too. So. Easy read, guys.
That's good because I can barely read.
Did you get it?
No, they didn't. We won't hold it past you guys. We won't. We're Gen Z. We're young. We're youthful. So
honestly, when people try to box me in as a millennial, I'm like, calm down.
I'm a cusp girly. Like, I'm Gen Z. Yes, I am. No. Google it, baby. No. Google it.
No,
it is.
You're Gen Z.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. I don't care.
I'm a cusp baby. 95. 94 is technically Gen Z, I think.
No, I think Gen Z starts 1996
or 96. Yeah. So you're Gen Z.
Technically, but I mean, I have millennial tendencies, like, I don't know why does that even. I do though.
I don't care. Yeah. No, I just don't even care. You ever see those, like, oh my God, those cringy ass videos where they're like, I'm a millennial, I think like this. And it's like a bunch of theater kids. And I'm like, I don't associate myself with kids. No. Like, those are the 30 plus.
The Mises. I'm just kidding.
You said it. I didn't. But no, it's like, I don't know, when
people say that's like white people shit to care about that stuff that much. Like,
yeah, like you ever see like you ever see somebody's comedy or like what they find funny and just like,
yes, more often than I would like see that.
Just happen. Like, it's like, am I like, what kind of humor do I have? Like I don't know.
Well, the internet fucked my humor, bro.
Honestly,
like, it did. But no, yeah, people, yeah.
But shit is just like, I don't know. I just feel like even when certain things you got to be sarcastic about when people say, I'm just like, oh, you don't get it. You don't get what I'm trying to say right here. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. It's like hard to explain to these older generations. These millennials, they know nothing.
Millennials, baby boomers, the boomers.
They're practically boomers now at this time. Like when I see when I see somebody my age like have a kid, I'm like, oh baby girl, you're still too young. Too young. Getting married at this age? Your parents allowed you? Like I still think like low key I'm God.
Like yeah. Sometimes I do have that reaction and then I'm like, we're old. We're getting old.
No. To kids I definitely have that reaction. I'm like, y'all popping babies?
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
a little much.
Now?
It's a little much.
Nigga, we getting this bread. We getting this money. Like, fuck all out here. Fuck a baby.
Fuck them kids, bro.
We trying to go to Miami next weekend. You trying to have a baby? You trying to have a kid on us?
No, I'm not.
We trying to get chose by these rappers. You talking about a baby?
No, it's not gonna happen.
I'm just kidding. Imagine. That season is still loading. I feel like I feel like I want to experience the lifestyle of like
the bad bitchery, the IG baddie kind of life. Yeah.
The body is loading.
You know what? That's the thought I had. IG baddies and like the bad bitchery and the influencers. It's like that's kind of like the new age like housewife. Because it's like, I'm not saying
I keep saying house
job.
mom. I'm sorry. You could be a housewife.
Wow, interesting. She really wants to have a kid, guys. Look at her. It's her subconscious speaking.
No.
But no,
I just associate like them just like popping babies, I guess.
Yeah. But I feel like that is like the modern like version of that. Because it's like, what's your job to look pretty? Like, I'm obviously joking. Like,
no, like seriously, because I mean, Jackie Anna, like on her story, like she posted being a housewife or something like that, or like her sister like jokingly said like she really is a housewife or something. And
a lot of the times it is like that type of thing.
Well, I guess that's what I aspire to be.
Guess so.
You influencers are really influencing. What are you excited for 2022? Like, what do you want to happen? What are some dreams, some goals? We're gonna lay it all out here and manifest that, put it all into this podcast, this universe.
I definitely want to be in my Ashley J, step into more my creative side, get into my fashion more. Because, like, the pandemic really knocked a hold down. Yeah. Like, depression took over for a minute. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, like, work, and then that was it. Like, I didn't have any drive or anything. But I'm like, I want to actually get back into that, just more creative side, that type of thing, What about you?
I feel like I want this channel to grow. I want my own personal channel to grow and just like my own business to grow. Yeah, I guess. So I don't have to work for the man. I want to work for myself. Like modern feminism, Work for myself.
Hauxism.
My money is in my pockets. I spend yours. You spend it on me.
Okay.
Like that's what I live for. I feel like this year I definitely want my bad bitch to load. Okay. Like I want her to come into fruition, Yes. Like I want by season 3 of this podcast, new bitch.
Okay. I feel it.
Like that's what I feel. And yeah. There's big things coming for the Haux Podcast this year.
We're gonna drink to the Haux Podcast. Yes.
Soon you'll be able to get your own.
Yes, honey.
This is just a little sample. We're
trying it out.
Product testing.
Exactly.
And
we have like a little photo shoot.
We do. Product testing for the Haux Podcast. And yeah, guys, see you next episode. We'll be back again every Thursday. And see you next time. Get to hoeing.